Yo, what's up, everybody? Just taking a moment here to catch up with you guys and talk about what's been going on in crypto. It's me, your boy, Omar Bam, aka Crypto, and it's a pleasure to share a ride and chat with you guys. So it's been a little while since we do a video. It's now Tuesday into this week, and things have died down as far as a lot of fears of bank contagion, some of the pumpamentals and dumpamentals. Although yesterday there actually was quite a bit of dumpamentals we've picked up since then. We have Ethereum at $1,770. You have Bitcoin at $27,288. And perhaps some of the bump up that's been going on here with the Ethereum price, at least, that have been a laggard to Bitcoin, was some of the statements that we're hearing surrounding Ethereum. I think a lot of the fear around it was that it would be labeled a security. You were hearing the New York Attorney General inciting in a case that is not against Ethereum specifically, but they just mentioned Ethereum, saying that it was a security. And you have the head of the SEC basically saying that everything that's not Bitcoin and certain coins that are for staking, including Ethereum, right? Those would be securities. So in a nutshell, that has been creating some sort of fear around what could be going on with Ethereum trading. There have been huge amounts of clampdowns, of course, like the recent one with Binance. So Binance was charged by the CFTC yesterday. But what's interesting that in relation to what I was just talking about, Ethereum being a security, is that the CFTC said that Ethereum is a commodity. So there's this continued fight there. It doesn't matter what the opinion of the guy at the top of the SEC is, because it's not proven in a court of law that anything's a security, right? Because these things are distinctly different from what securities have traditionally been, getting some sort of earnings passively from for example, a dividend from some sort of company. It's not the same way. When you buy Ethereum, you're not entitled to some sort of profit of their network. You're not automatically going to be earning anything. You have to put in the work. You have to stake it through the protocol in order to generate something. So just distinctly different than how securities have worked based off of old laws. Makes no sense. But anyway, so this fight will continue, I think, for a while. I don't think it's a reason to be scared, but the reason I think the market was scared yesterday was around the CFTC charge against Binance, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, cryptocurrency exchange internationally. All sorts of allegations. If you read the reports, that Binance was using 300 different accounts to trade against their own users. They were ignoring examples of terrorists that were using perhaps Binance in small swaths of money of like $600. And they basically would write that off, executives saying, and employees of Binance, like, oh, it's just, that's not even enough to buy an AK. Let's just basically ignore that. Money laundering that was going on through there. And just making CZ at the top of this, the head of CEO, look really, really bad. So personally being charged in a sort of way by the CFTC. But I think some of that fear has calmed down. I think many are saying, oh, this will probably just lead to a slap on the wrist here. And others are saying, no, it's not just going to be a slap on the wrist like what you see with banks, where, yeah, they do sort of egregious things like this all the time. Wells Fargo opened up a bunch of fake accounts with people's names. Like, they didn't even know they had accounts at Wells Fargo back in the day, and they just paid a fee and they continued as business. Could it be the same for Binance? I don't know. It does seem like there is some sort of wider attack that's going on, this Operation Chokehold on crypto, so maybe they won't let it off that easy. But and then as well, the CFTC doesn't bring as many cases as the SEC. So when they come out with some sort of case like this, then it's usually a bigger deal and they don't just let it go. Yeah, so it's possible also that Binance is no longer allowed to operate, for example, Binance US at all, or even Binance, could have internationally pressure put on them from various governments. If the US says Binance should die and the rest of the world should pay attention if they don't want to get sanctioned, have problems with the US, know what I'm saying? So I think that's some of what caused the drop yesterday, but still not a huge drop. You're seeing the market get bid up. It's time to buy the dip, despite the crazy amounts of bad news, of attacks against crypto. crypto just wants to be bid up. I'm telling you, it's like institutions. I don't think it's the average person here yet that's dipping their toes into this. I do feel like it's institutions, if not governments themselves, that are secretly bidding up cryptocurrencies and are trying to accrue them nice and low. One nice way that you could have accrued cryptocurrencies and still can if you're eligible is the Arbitrum airdrop. I've mentioned it in the past. So if you haven't claimed that, you can still claim that. The price launched at like $10. Immediately, like in a snap second, it dropped to around $1.50, then $1.30, and it's hovering around $1.28 right now for that token. But not a bad way to earn some more crypto. You can delegate your Arbitrum to the network, to the DAO, or you can delegate to yourself and sell it, do whatever it is you want to do. I know some people are like, oh, I want to sell immediately. You could do that, but usually a good way to go about things, because you've seen some of the prior pumps with airdrop tokens like this, like Optimism, is you could sell like half right away and then hold on to half. Especially if we're entering a bull market, some of these more speculatory plays could be worth holding through that. One thing that definitely led to me not wanting to hold the full amount is just looking at the total supply. So if you look at the total liquid market cap, so this is assuming all the tokens, I think it's like 10 billion, are fully released, then we would be at a huge market cap. Something, what was it, like 22 billion, some ridiculous amount there. That to me just says like, I guess it's possible, but really not with surety that I could personally do that should be the totally liquid market cap here for Arbitrum token. So actually, as more and more gets released, I think that's going to put pressure on the price, make it not necessarily the best place to be invested. So that's why I personally did like half immediately, just gone, because it's not worth, I think, holding fully onto with that. I could be missing something here. It could straight up just jump back to $10. Highly doubt that, but just wanted to give you a bit of a heads up on that. So what else? I mean, there's plenty more going on, but that's just some of the main things that, of course, I wanted to touch base on, let you guys know that I'm still out here. I've been really following AI and this explosion right now going on in thought and talking about it after GPT-4 released like a week ago, but it feels like it's been ages already. So like Lex Fridman did a podcast with the host, with one of the founders of OpenAI, Sam Altman. That's worth checking out. I'm listening to this podcast, Ezra Klein, and he's talking about this. And I'm reading all over like Singularity subreddit, all over the ChatGPT subreddits, and various other different blog posts and everything else. Just trying to get my mind around what people are thinking about this, because this is something absolutely wild. Just like crypto, I think exponentially will eventually go up in value, and that'll become obvious. It'll be the same thing with this explosion of AI, and we will just have complete confusion digitally about what is a person, what is an AI, what content was created by a person, what is factual, what has convinced me that it's factual but it's not, and the implications this has for society. I think it's kind of a dangerous thing, frankly, a dangerous world that we're heading into right now. And so I think it's important to at least be aware of it. I don't know as much that we can do, but at least we can talk about it. Wow. I used to be super excited about the singularity, but now it's like when you're excited to go to Six Flags and you're at the top of this roller coaster and it's finally about to drop off the edge, you know, like you were excited to go to Six Flags, but then like you're getting to the top of one of the world's biggest roller coasters and you're looking around and you're level with the skyscraper in the distance and you're like, whoa, am I ready for what's about to come next? And it feels a little bit like that with AI. Anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts about that and anything else that I chatted about, what you think I'm missing that's important here. I think a lot of people are now trying to mess around with zero knowledge proofs. Like there's one, apparently some sort of ZK layer coming for Bitcoin I had just heard about. I have to dig more into that. We were messing around with that more to try to be eligible for future airdrops. People talking about the MetaMask airdrop. If you used the MetaMask wallet in the past, that's eligibility for that. You might get a token on March 31st. That has been dispelled. Those rumors are dispelled by MetaMask. Just saying, there is no airdrop coming on March 31st, so don't be scammed. But anyway, I'll leave you guys with that. Take care, everyone. Much love and stay cryptic. Catch you next time. Peace.